are you guys doing?
Absolutely fantastic. It's sitting here in my pocket. Absolutely.
We're good. We're good.
All
And I can
right.
smell the
Going, that look
deliciousness.
good.
You can smell it? Gonna be.
Well, first of all, what do we normally do on a Thursday night call?
Talk about our wins for the week. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good student. I'll give you a spank tomorrow night, okay?
Okay. Mm.
Oh, what did I do? I got the wrong thing. Chat. All right, I'll give you guys the link, and if you guys go into the Facebook group and share your win, that will be fantastic, so we can learn from one another.
Okay, I'm gonna get my phone. Please, can I just get your phone?
Yeah, go and get your
Puppy
phone.
dog.
Oh,
Well, I've already done
Brian.
it, so there. Yeah.
While you're getting your phone, just text Lucy to jump on when she's ready.
Yeah.
Well done. Now, yes, Helen, 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not just any jobs. The jobs that is
No,
going to
no.
help you.
I spoke to my friend today because I didn't know if she'd got the good news, and we were both nicely surprised that we both got chosen for the 2 lived experience people from CHP to be co-researchers on a paper that is going to impact people without a home. And it'll be an ongoing thing as well, and there'll be other people involved with it as well, and it'll be led by lived experience. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
Plus another
It's
job.
not just any job to give you money,
well.
isn't it? So it's a job that you are going to make an impact. And
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know?
So could I ask you another
it'll
question?
be all online, which will make it easy too.
Yes, beautiful. So before you joined the container, was there any job just seems like just for overflowing to your way before you came into this container?
No, because even though I was getting work through CHP, it's only in the last couple of months that things have started to pick up. The one that I had regularly when I started container was Waze, and that's we're nearly finished with that one. But I'm part of a research that's going over 3 years, so that's an ongoing. But these other ones have just come up recently.
Yeah.
So
may I ask you one more question?
Like I found that out on Tuesday. So like it came out of left field because it's somebody that wouldn't have recommended us if she didn't think we were capable, because the person asked, when are you lived experience people ready, and she said they're ready now.
Yeah. Okay. Could I ask you one question? What makes the difference that is like there's jobs after jobs coming your way? What do you think the difference has been for you?
For me, it's just been gaining confidence that skills that I've learned over time, I've actually been captured, and that people actually value my experience. The people that I address really value my experience.
Good.
Yeah.
So one more question. When you mentioned you are more confident, what have you done that you became more confident?
I guess the main thing was that I started when I was doing my facilitation role. When I first started, there was hardly anyone there, and I think when I did my first one where there was more people, then and just getting the feedback, that really reinforced. Because it's one thing doing it with people you know, but it's another thing when you're doing it with people you don't know. And just being able to be who I am, because I didn't really have that acceptance that I've had before.
Good. So where is the acceptance? What do you mean by having acceptance?
Well, people say one thing and do another. They're not genuine people. And I say this with all honesty, is that people don't know how to be honest. They're afraid to be who they really are. And then people that aren't afraid to be who they really are people that are they've accepted themselves for the people that they truly are.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So did you experience that acceptance within this container when you first stepped in
Yeah,
here?
absolutely.
Good.
And that's made a huge difference.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Fantastic, Linda. You continue to do your journaling exercise, getting support, doing something that you love to help others. Beautiful. And Tamara just walking away, sort of mental health stuff I have needed to process. Oh, good. Peaches recovered from her surgery and started decluttering and starting a cleaning routine in my house. Yes, I have experienced that. Well done. Oh, I love that apron. How come you're wearing clothes under that apron?
Because I'm making dinner for the girls. I'm not making dinner for the I made this apron. I made this myself.
I know it's beautiful. Anna,
Yeah.
before you using your two left thumb, would you like to share your win for this week?
Oh, man, I'm that's the other side.
That's
the other
gorgeous.
side, and that's
Yeah.
that side. That's reversible.
Oh, you're very clever. I like your apron.
Yep.
Like your apron. Right.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Have
help
you
it.
finished, Anna? We're waiting
Yeah,
for
I've
you.
just written it. Okay, all right. So Facebook for my tax stuff has been completed. Looks absolutely fabulous. I'll let everybody in and I'll send it out to everyone on Sunday. Working with the lawyer to sort out the sister stuff. It's still carrying on, but good thing. My sister owes a lot of money. Win supporting the girls. The girls are achieving. I'm really proud of them. Yeah, Linda, Alan, everybody, and everyone's supporting me. So I'm winning there too, because everyone's taking care of us. You too, stop. Right, okay. And journaling and meditating as well as downloads. I'm getting a lot of downloading and I'm still learning how to process that. Also, Frankie, my grandson, he's really into the diamonds in my room. He hugs that and beautiful crystal and he says, what's that? What's that for? Because I know they talk to him. He loves coming into my room and sleeping, and so does my other groups. So I'm grateful for that. I've got a number of things that I'm doing, but yeah, I only wanted to give you 3, I gave you 5. So,
Good. Beautiful. All right then. So I want to know who's here. Remember your homework for this week.
all right, because I'm sitting here and I'm going, nah, I don't remember, but usually I've done it already, so I don't know.
I know that the homework was to follow up from what you were creating for yourself for this pillar.
So our budgets and
Okay.
what we want to do in the future. I don't know.
No. It was to do with, like you were talking about wanting to create your oracle cards.
Yeah.
Yep. Expanding on that.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that we
Okay.
all started
All
on
right.
Monday. It was expansion of that to write it all up.
Okay, so all right, so
Let Linda speak, please. Shh. Linda, please.
What is your big vision?
Well done, Linda. That my trusted student. Can you see how the two most noisy people are very quiet?
that's because our vision's written on the blueprints, but I'm happy to do that again.
It's okay. All right, Linda, would you like to share? I know you couldn't be there in person, but of course you always catch up with the recording. So what is your big vision?
My big vision is to help on the mercy ships.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I'm still a non-practicing nurse, so that maybe I can do some training and help on the mercy ships.
Yeah,
We wanted to do that for a long time.
Yep, definitely. Because you can be a first aider, but with the nursing knowledge. All right, I have yet to connect you with my friends who went on to the mercy ship. But for those who don't know what is a mercy ship, would you like to explain to the others so they will be able to share your vision and supporting you?
it was one ship for many years. I think I remember 1950s, and then just recently, the last 2 years, they have another big ship, and they actually go around the world, mainly to Africa, and they go into the communities that have to walk miles and miles to get to the doctors and surgeons. So they actually go to the wharf, line up, miles of line of people waiting to be seen by the doctor, and they actually at the due date go up into the ship, get the surgery done with cataracts, teeth, gynae, orthopedic, facial surgery, removing tumors, cancer, and all that.
That it's they're mobile hospitals.
Yes.
Because you told me that over a year ago, and I said, well, if you want to go and do that, you need to refresh your certificate, don't you, for nursing? No, that's fantastic, Linda. I'd want you to do that. I think it's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you can get on and do that, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, thank you. And actually, big brand Coca-Cola supports them too.
Fantastic. That means you can have to leave Kim at home. That's okay. We've got your back, babe. We'll look after him.
Oh, thank you. I think he wants to go on too and help in some way.
Yeah, I'll find a spot for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone has to feed the sharks.
Beautiful. All right. Helen, how about you? What's your big vision?
My big vision is to be an intuitive crystal healer, impacting women who've experienced trauma without using words, but using other resources to keep them away from the emergency rooms during times where things tend to close.
Yep, definitely. So write that down. It's not like it will happen overnight, but what you're doing right now, you're getting your voice out there. Okay. And a lot of things for us doing what we're doing behind the scene, you never know when your vision is going to come to fruition. So when you dare to dream, when you dare to see it, and it will happen.
We'll work with you, honey. We'll work with you. You know that.
All right. The two loudest people have this big vision, which I know.
Oh,
You guys want to share?
well, I know my big vision is to, well, it's always been to help heal people, to help work with people to heal their trauma, but work with them to express who they are as people in this world, no matter how that looks for them. But also I've always wanted to run retreats for women to heal, retreats for women to find who they are, and heal all the aspects of themselves that need healing.
And not with
No, go on.
the retreats that Tamara speaks of is similar to the way I feel. And I know that you do too, Catherine. I know that everybody feels that there has to be a place where it's safe, where we're working with the inner you, not the outer you, but collectively everything. And then your inner child, you go from your inner child to your outer child, to your spiritual, your physical. It's all about the entire health and well-being. It's literally about the wellness of spirit and soul.
Yeah, the holistic healing.
Absolutely. And this is what I want to do. And I know I've voiced it with everybody, but I think that there is such a need, such an urgent need for something like that. And it's not a 1 or 2 day, let's just get in there and fuck you up. That's basically what happens. People organise these retreats but don't follow up. They don't turn around and go, hey, we've just opened a
Can of worms,
and this person's just walked out the door and they're like, my God, I've had it released. Remember, Linda, when you went through that release? Right? And we were guiding you all day, and then we had to follow up. We did it the next day, and then we did it on the Wednesday. That is important because when you start, other stuff comes tumbling out. Yeah, absolutely. So it just doesn't start for that entire week, but it gives you an opportunity to let go of one thing
Hmm.
and time
Beautiful.
for you to set it. Yeah, and that's working with crystals. It's working with everything that will help us help you.
Hmm.
And that's I want to work with these beautiful ladies. Helen, you've got your art, your no sound. Yeah, that's important. Catherine's got her sound bowl, which is important.
Fantastic. Okay. So what I'll summarize you, which I have shared on Monday as well. But what I'm going to do now to share with you guys, you all should know very well about my 3 pillar. It's all lovely. Rapport,
Yeah.
radiance, rapport, and
Rapport,
rain. I'm the creator.
That's
I
right.
don't even remember the in order. Okay. So what I've been
Radiance,
working
rapport,
on
rain.
is,
Okay.
okay, let's do this. I love triangle.
Is it?
So in order to explain this properly is how we gonna get there. So is something vitality. Okay, can you guys see this? Vitality, talking about health, but this is not just about physical health, because the first one, this is much easier for people to understand. We're going to help you to get vitality through the 3 parts of our body, our soul, and our spirit. So is this easier to help you to understand what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So therefore, when we move out to the next pillar, which I'm going to call this as values. What does that mean? We need to value ourselves. If we don't know how to values, means we don't know how to love ourselves. Other people would not know how to value you because you can't even articulate who you are. That's why I always ask you guys, prepare. When I ask you to introduce yourself, I'm a mother of 3, a mother of 2, I'm a grandmother, you're someone else's grandmother. Who are you? Okay. And then you add values to your inner circle. Okay. That you are truly valued among your real friends. We have a lot of acquaintance. They know you. I have a lot of people know me. But do they really know me inside out like you guys do? Then we add value into our most intimate relationship, whether it's our life partner, our soulmate as our friends. That's the values that we're adding in life. Who's here don't want to add values into themselves or their friends or their soulmate? Look at their faces.
Can you put me on? Well, without values, you've got no direction. Because if you don't value yourself, you don't care for yourself, you don't give a fuck about anyone else. Sorry.
Okay.
That's it.
Also, mate.
That's it.
Yeah. So
I
can
know
you
someone
see?
like that, St. Robert.
To change a little bit of the language, and it's make much more easy for people to understand as they come into the container. But of course, once we are familiar with it, that is the radiance, the rapport, and the rain. Okay. And the last but not least is our vision. Where do we see we're heading? It's not a destination, it's the horizon we're seeing. That again, with these 3, is a wealth creation that give us the freedom, not just money, but time and location as well. And this wealth creation is not just about for ourselves or for our family, but you're going to make impact in the society. I'm having 2 VA in Philippines. I'm creating jobs for others. Okay, so that's part of the creation that I'm making impact, not just in our own country, but around the world. And then the creativity is all of your vision are really much part of my big visions. which I've shared before. I know I cannot be working alone, but when I asked people in the past to join me, they probably didn't see the values in me, or maybe I don't know how to value myself in that period of time. But now, who's here don't want to follow Catherine? You can switch your camera off. Okay. You all catch on my vision and know that I want to be part of it. Tamara, I'm going to remove you and report you to Zoom. Don't smack her, Anna.
I didn't smack her. She didn't. She would enjoy it. I'm not
I
going to
know.
smack
That's
her.
why I said don't smack her. We're going to do something to make her suffer tomorrow night. See how the student interact. Now, what is the last one? After creation. Again, the contribution is, yes, we give. All of you in this container know how to give. But when we contribute, we receive as well. Not necessarily monetarily, but when I see you guys growing and expanding, that's the most fulfillment that I could experience. Not just in my career, but the personal life in all my personal values. Understanding I'm helping you guys and you guys are helping others. That's where we're making a lot of differences in this world, because one person cannot do this alone.
That's it. Absolutely.
Okay, so is this clear to you guys? When people ask you, so what do you do in a container? Vitality, values, and vision. That's what we are all working towards together. So it's much easier and straightforward for people to understand. What are we on about? Are you creating a cult? Someone call me, Catherine is doing a cult.
Can we?
Right, okay.
I want a couch. You should. Oh, you know what? We might as well go and see what this is not different.
No, as I say, a cult means you guys have to submit to me, which Tamara possibly would like to be submissive.
Oh, knock on it. I'm with it.
Hey, BA.
Oh. Okay. Now, after I share, as I said, I have always seen there's a retreat, but as what Anna said is before and after. There's work to do before you come into the retreat. There's work after you leave the retreat, because I have been to many conferences that I get fired up. But as you go away, your fire die down and you go back to the same old you. Okay.
Yeah, that's because
Or
we're
people
only
will,
looking- yeah.
Or people come home, have arguments with their loved one. Can't you see what I'm doing? I said, no, they were not there. So how can they see what you're doing? You need to explain yourself and get them to catch your fire.
Hi.
Okay. So this is important for us to continue to know what's your big vision. And I always say we need to have a big picture so that we can, or we could reverse engineering your vision. Okay. All right. Anyone want to share, and what do you resonate with what I just did a quick teach? Because this is very much going to apply to you all in your everyday life. What's going on, Tamara? You want to talk, or you guys don't want to talk?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yep. Who would like to share?
Yeah. Oh, the vision. Oh, okay, so resonating. Sorry, I'm getting licked up by a dog. Best offer I've had in a long time.
We can see that.
So no, the vision is the values, the vision, the vitality. That's all encompassing. You have to do all of that to get to where you want to be. You think back, like Linda, you know what we're talking about when we say, look back at where you were, where you are now. You've improved the vitality of your health. So you're meditating. You are taking the time out to recognize your body like I am. We recognize that there are not other things, but other energies that we require to help infuse with our vitality, to make us better as human beings, better energy beings. So that comes with what we want to do. Like, I'd love for you to come down when it's Helen's birthday, and then we can do something with you for a week.
Where would I stay? Where would I
Oh, that-
stay?
You don't have to
stay
worry
with me,
about
Mum.
that.
Stay with me. Stay with her. Stay with me, and then we can all go for a retreat. We can do something together.
We could say half with Tamara and half with Anna.
Yes, great.
And then there would be Helen coming in 2 other places and Catherine just popping in.
When she gets one,
Mhm.
But it's so
Definitely.
important. It's so important. You know?
Yeah,
I didn't look
understand.
after
Thank you.
myself. I didn't look after myself. I mean, I thought I did, but that was because I was constantly in motion. And in motion, not emotion, but
Yeah.
in motion. So I was constantly working, but I didn't have to think about where I was at because I knew that if I kept going this way, I didn't have to think about anything else. The minute I stopped, however, it all caught up with me.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So now I'm in a different place, in a different form, in a different area, and I'm just going up.
Yeah, I can see you've grown a lot too.
Yeah, but you've helped me get there, honey.
Yeah, and you helped me get there too.
That's right. So we help each other, and that's the key. That's the key, that we're not on our own, and
Yes,
that we work
definitely.
together, and that
Yeah.
we're honest with one another. Because it's
Correct.
important to be vulnerable. It's important to tell the truth.
Mhm.
Just
Definitely.
important, isn't it right, Helen? Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. This can't be done in a solo act. You work on yourself, but then you've got to bring it to the group as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you don't work on the stuff that you need to, I look at it as we all have strengths, we've all got weaknesses, but with the weaknesses, they can be strengths because you're able to see what that is and able to then transform them into things that can be of benefit, not only for yourself, but for the others that come in your path.
Connecting and talking and sharing and if something's not open to you at the moment, it will open to you when you've got a few of your soul sisters saying kind of the same thing and helping.
Beautiful. Okay. You are all beautiful. That's what is important, that we know our values. Okay. So we have a couple more minutes. Is there any question you guys want to ask in order for me to serve you about your personal, business, or relationship area? Everyone is doing well. Fantastic. Okay, I will talk to you guys very soon. So be confident, be you.